Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Multiplayer Factorio. As always, I'm your host, Gilvin, joined by Arumba and Shen.
Hey there. How
Good
you
morning.
doing?
So, yeah, remember how I talked before about, the pollution reaching the nests?
Yeah,
Side note, it has.
Well,
Nice.
The guns are working.
Yeah, the guns are working.
now the problem is that the more aliens you kill, the faster they get big. They start off really small and weak, and then as you kill them, they get bigger, and the attacks get really brutal. So your defenses might need to get better.
How brutal are they?
Brutal. Hey,
Alright, sulfur.
you know what we should do?
Sulfur.
What else?
I
Just
want
do
the tool belt.
do
Where's the
trains.
tool belt?
Trains.
I want the tool belt, man.
Shen, we can make trains.
I see that. I know, but we have other stuff to do, and then we need batteries next.
Yeah.
But we need trains.
Man.
Oh, man, we need more steel. This thing is using up like almost all of your steel to make bullets. All of Calvin's steel production is going into armor-piercing rounds. Nothing else.
Can we? Let's make some more freaking steel then.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the second, like the processing area number 2 into just pure steel. Then.
As we go forward, are we going to need lots and lots more steel?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you need iron and steel for almost anything, everything.
So on the chemical factory, its inputs, it requires both solid inputs and liquid inputs. I can, do I just put the solid inputs in the input slots as well, or can I put them in anywhere,
We
or?
can use an arm.
Yeah, no, can I put them in anywhere, though? Or do they have to be, like, going into
Oh,
an
they can
input
go
slot?
anywhere.
Okay.
The ones that it has like little arrows on, those are only for the pipes.
Okay.
Pipes in and pipes out have to go to those arrows.
Got it.
I'm learning.
Shen's become an expert.
Yeah, right.
Alright, I'm producing plastic in the desert.
Yay!
Okay. Almost have steel production up here. Looking good.
So what do we do with light and heavy crude?
You mean like the light oil and the heavy oil and the
Stuff after,
petroleum?
Yeah, I got a use for the petroleum gas, but I got no idea what to do with the yellow and the red oil.
Well, you can turn them into solid fuel individually, or you can.
Alright.
There's a once we get advanced oil processing, you can convert heavy into light and light into petroleum.
I see. So,
Oh boy, I really hope there's some steel and iron for me to take. There is. Batteries are done. Good.
Yay.
We need trains.
Too bad, we're getting electric energy distribution.
Why do you want that?
Because I don't want to have to... Because I want to cut down on the number of fucking electric poles we have lying around.
Nothing wrong with electric poles.
I think there is.
Okay, so we got quite a bit of steel being made up here.
Yep.
Where are you making the steel?
Over to the
Oh, I
west.
see. Because I need some.
Yeah, it's just now started. It's just kicked in, but it's coming out pretty quick.
Does that work with the ladies?
It does, yeah. When I say things like that, why wouldn't it?
All right, so where's the steel? Where's the steel?
I
right,
trust Arumba.
the
He
right,
has a wife.
right side. It's just a steel, and I haven't
cool.
put
Thank
any
you.
chests into it or anything. But it'll just make a
Why are
lot
you using the shitty furnaces?
because I don't have enough steel. I need more steel.
Gotcha.
That's why I'm making steel. You understand?
Can you run it by me again?
Yeah. I'm making steel. Oh yeah. So it seems like there's a little bit of lag, but nothing major. I have 6 oil refineries and 7 chemical plants. Who paused it?
Oh,
That's me
way more than
crashing.
you need. That's got to be more than you need, isn't it?
So Arumba,
Yeah.
apparently Factorio constantly writes a ton of data to my disk.
Okay, you just dropped.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that? Oh, you have autosave
well,
on? Did you turn autosave back on?
No, I didn't. It's just Factorio's like flush failed, no data left on disk, which, yeah, it's in fact written like a gigabyte in the last hour.
That's interesting. Why is it doing that?
Because it auto-installed itself onto my solid state, which generally has nothing but my OS on it.
Okay. I think you can just reconnect.
Yeah, I need to clean up space on my OS drive first, because otherwise it's just going to crash again, because there's no space on the hard disk for it to write stuff to, apparently. I don't know what the hell it's writing to the hard disk. Shouldn't be writing a ton of data.
Well, with this many furnaces, we could definitely handle more iron throughput. We don't really have that much coming into here. Are we? I mean, we're still recording. We just keep playing while we wait for you to reconnect.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna do with your video.
I'll just splice the two halves together.
Okay. Works
Had
for
to do it
me.
before. Works for you, because you don't have to actually do work.
That's true. I was gonna say it's lagging every now and then, but it was actually you dropping, so it happens. I like how having multiplayer, like you can have one person who's responsible for one thing and somebody else who's responsible for like, the boring stuff like base defense. Shen, go defend us. I'll just build these monstrous processing areas.
I'm working on the oil.
That's good too.
I'm surprised you built so many refineries. Are we going to need that many?
I only built one. I don't know who added more.
I thought you said you built 7.
Oh, the refineries? No, I've got a layout that I want to build. The only thing I still need to make a lot of before I go start working on it is a bunch of pipe. Like a crap ton of pipe. Who paused it? Oh, sending map to peers.
He's
Good.
connecting.
That would be me.
Cool. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, now you know what it's like to connect to a Factorio game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Still, I gotta say, again, it's very stable. Quite happy with it.
Yeah, does alright for
Yeah,
itself.
I've been surprised how stable it is.
They've, they do...
Considering- Didn't they just add multiplayer?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. They've been doing these developer diary type things every week, talking about all the bugs that they've had to work out. And the way they've described it, it makes me think like, oh god, this is never going to be stable. There's just no way. There's too many problems with desyncs. It's just not possible. But no, it works. It's awesome.
Why am I not seeing a progress bar?
I don't know. I am. It's at about 90%.
Okay.
Yeah, just about there.
Player Calvin joined
Hey.
me. Now, where did you spawn? Oh, you're still back up by the oil. Okay.
Yep. And I'm back after a horrible connection error. Mostly because apparently this game writes a ton of data to your hard disk while playing. And it's installed on the wrong hard disk right now. I need to fix that.
Okay, so we're running into a minor issue with fuel. Right now we have enough of a backlog to power most everything. But I'm over here by the electrical power plant area, and some of the boilers aren't getting enough coal. And it's because we've been splicing fuel off of the main line so often that it doesn't really have preference anymore. That makes sense?
You mean the coal?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fuel, like right here. Notice how some of these don't have power?
Yeah, I see.
We either need to increase the throughput of coal, or we need to make sure that this thing has priority by doing like
A second splitter, yeah.
something like this. I need another splitter. Do you have one? I don't have one. I'll make one. If you do it like this, like...
Okay.
Normally, a splitter will split resources 50-50, but by doing this, it's a 75-25.
Right.
So we're saying 75% of this fuel needs to go that direction. We need to prioritize power, because if we get a blackout or a brownout or however you want to call it, it's going to be bad. Everything just grinds to a halt.
Right now we're only using about a third of what we produce, which is good. But obviously we'll produce more if we have all the boilers working.
Yeah. And you should... Oh, we're under attack. 5 turrets are engaged with the enemy in the northwest. You can see a little flashing thing by your tool belt.
And it's okay. Trans turret's got it.
Arumba, you messed up the splitter thing.
Did I? What are you talking about?
Yeah. See what you have here? You have an exit with nothing going anywhere.
It doesn't matter. No, it needs to be that way.
So
Well,
what's solid fuel for exactly?
But see now, Shen, the way you just did it, now you're taking 25% of the fuel and you're putting it all on the right side of the track. The way I had it before makes sure that it stays loaded equally. This works better. You're going to have 2 pieces of coal on the right side, right below you right now, that'll just sit there
I see
forever.
that.
And that's fine.
Why do you want that?
Because I don't want it all on the right side of the transport belt. When you tried to do a side load...
That doesn't matter. When these arms pick up the coal, they'll pick it up from both sides.
They will, but we're going to build it bigger. It's going to get bigger. Like, we're going to need more power. And when we need more power, we don't want all of the coal on one side of the track.
All right.
We want it
gonna step
balanced.
in here and make a suggestion. Perhaps it's time that we move over to electric
Electric what? Electric furnaces?
furnaces and everything. Yeah.
If you want to do advanced circuitry, we just need plastic. We can do it.
Yeah, I've got a pile of plastic sitting up in the desert right now.
Okay.
I think it's time we just make the switch.
Want to go green?
Honestly. Yes.
I'm not
Considering
sure
we're still
plastic
using
is green.
coal for friggin' we're still using like fucking coal for power, so it's not exactly green. But at least we don't have to ship coal all over the place. That's the real advantage.
Well, if we can get robots, then everything will be better.
Yeah, aren't you a robot, Calvin?
Kind of. Only kind of.
Okay, I get to pick the next one.
Go for it.
Everything.
Do trains.
Hmm.
Come on, you've been crying for trains.
Well, we can only do red and green, right? We don't have the ability to do... We could do laser turrets. Those are awesome. No, we're going to go electric
we can't
engine.
Power them because we need batteries.
We can go for electric engine, and that way I can convince you guys to make the car.
All right.
Our factory...
Cool, all right, I'm crafting the first electric furnaces.
Our factory is not
All right, you
particularly efficient.
Kelvin, what have you been producing? Is it just plastic?
Yep, I've just been, well, plastic and solid fuel now.
Okay, solid fuel, good.
I have no idea what the hell it's for, but I'm sure it's useful.
Well, solid fuel is just...
You can drive the car with it.
No, solid fuel is basically just 3 times as much energy compared to coal.
I see.
It'll last
So what
3
you're saying
times as long.
What you're saying is we should start using it to generate electricity.
If you want to. You don't have to. There's abundant coal everywhere. And usually oil is the thing that you have a harder time finding compared to coal. But technically, converting your oil into solid fuel is not like a waste of resources. It's just it's an alternative.
Right.
I really don't know if we need more science. I mean, I guess. It doesn't hurt.
We've got a backup of beakers.
I know, but that doesn't necessarily mean we need more.
Sure it does.
So-
I feel like we're progressing our base slower than we're progressing our tech right now.
It's only 10. I've had like 20 of those things before. It's not even that many. Yes, ammo.
Oh, the oil refinery is under attack.
We should go attack the aliens.
We probably should.
Did you ramp up steel production or something? No.
Me?
Looks like your steel factory from earlier, Kelvin, is having a... It's missing an inserter. One of your things is not getting any fuel.
Oh, whoops, did I forget to put down a inserter on one of them?
Yeah, it's fixed now.
Excellent.
We need
Oops,
more...
Missed one thing.
We need more iron ore. I think.
Oh yeah, there's also a second one missing. It just hasn't run out of fuel yet.
Car. Gotta be the car. We need cars. We gotta be able to drive around. It's fun.
I won't argue the point.
I want to see what happens when we both get into cars and like, can we run each other over and stuff?
This sounds like a terrible experiment.
I'll just dump your inventory in a box and go kill each other.
I am kind of concerned about how the lag will be once we have robots flying everywhere.
Yeah, well,
Single player is
what are the
laggy.
lag spikes from anyway?
I don't know. It's not autosave. It's I'm not really sure what causes it, but well, I know Kelvin had to make a cut in his video, but we have been going for about 15, 20, somewhere around there.
Getting up there.
Okay, looks like power is doing okay now that we're kind of separating some of the power supply, like the fuel line. You gotta put more lights down. It's dark. Can't see anything.
Says you, I can see just fine.
Okay, cool. We ready for a break?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. I think, Kelvin, did you bring it in?
Yes, I did. So, without further ado then, thank you everybody for watching. As always, this has been Kelvin, Shen, and Arumba. Have a nice day.
See you soon.
Bye.